If that was anybody else, if Hunter Ace wasn't just going insane and winning everything, people are going, this Saiyan guy keeps reaching the top 4. And I think he may be the most underrated. As another underrated player is Terrence M, who had a fantastic year, like a year and a half ago or so.
I first saw him winning DreamHack. That was the first time I'd ever, or coming second.
Yeah, I think he lost to Chucky in that final.
Sorry, it was second place.
Didn't incredibly well. Had a lot of other good DreamHack runs. I think he did win a DreamHack, but it was not a Grand Prix event as well.
I'll rephrase. So. I first saw him winning at a DreamHack.
Sure. Get you out of this one.
And United Kingdom have a handful of 1-drops.
Handful of 1-drops, Light Ward and Voidwalker Flame Imp. Toastmonster looking a little nervous here. First time on the massive stream.
Yeah, it is, actually. Like you said a few moments ago, he was second place in the ESL UK Premiership at the end of last year. A tournament that I'm competing in this year.
And obviously, as we know, Toast, he doesn't quite normally look just like this. He's normally a little bit more calm than this. He'll be fine. Terrence, on the other hand, looks so nervous. Just absolutely stunning.
He looks about as chilled out as I've seen a Hearthstone player.
Exactly.
So very relaxed, very comfortable. That's what I like to see. And he's got the Spellstone if he wants to deal with that Flame Imp straight away. This matchup is not about getting to that ultimate win condition with the Malagos. Against the Zoo, it's just about living.
Yeah, if you survive through the first 6 or 7 turns, you just find a way to kill them. It doesn't matter what you do. Hit them with Malfurion a few times. Doesn't really matter.
The United States are running a bit of a heavier Malagos Druid list.
Okay.
They are running Tyrantus. They are running Starfire as well, and also the Lich King, Alexstrasza, Malagos, all of the regular big stuff. So a little bit top heavy. Going to be slightly tricky to keep up with the Zoo deck.
I think it's important that Terrence has had these big results, not only obviously because it's nice to get big results, but because to be on a team with this many high-level players, you kind of got to prove your worth a little bit.
Right.
And so having those behind him, if he doesn't, he will get the respect of this team. Mm-hmm. Whereas maybe another 4th choice possibly wouldn't have so much, but right. Terrence has been known to, been there, done that, and if he has a decision to make, he'll make it if he has to.
Involves a lot of decision making and actually a lot of teamwork in the Hearthstone global game as well. Can he make decisions with his team as well as he can on his own? Gonna just hero power the face, they're leaving those Light Wardens. I guess the logic is if there's a Fungal Mancer in hand, then hitting a minion would just buff them even more. And
sure.
Hey, Fungal Mancer gets picked up and Terrence will be rewarded for going face there.
Yeah, the other card, not Fungal Mancer, the
Fungal Enchanter.
I knew what you meant, I was just trying to work out what it was actually called.
It's fungal, it's all fungus, right?
Yep.
But if he did hero power into one of those minions, they would both be 5/2 Light Wardens, and that would have been a lot of damage coming in.
Yeah, it certainly would. It's always nice when you turn the Flame Imp into an upside for the downside. There's been metas where you didn't play Flame Imps because you might die because of the damage you took, and now in a meta where you want to hurt yourself.
When you put it that way. They're just going to keep on smacking Terrence. He's got Prince Keliseth now, which is always pretty good to have by turn 4.
Yeah, so what the UK have to be discussing is what do we do about Spreading Plague? Do we kill them before it? What do we play around? Do we bother?
Right.
What's the minimum number of minions that gets this done? From United States point of view, it's where's our Spreading Plague? We haven't got it anyway. They have to buy time with their various removal spells just to even try and get there, and an early Panic Nourish might be on the cards here.
Spreading Plague is a key card in this matchup, sure, but I mean, I talked about it earlier, I'll talk about it again right now. Look how big some of these Zoo minions can get. Like those Light Wardens, they need one more buff, and they are going to value trade into the Spreading Plague Beetles.
Yeah, they will take a damage though, and then your other Beetles will at least get rid of these annoying things. There is the Spreading Plague. Wondering how tempting that makes it just to swipe one of these away and put some damage on the other one's way at it. But the trouble is then you're facing potential healing. But I think that swiping here might be very tempting.
Coin Nourish is also very tempting.
It is.
It will allow Terrence to curve into Malfurion if he wants to play Malfurion next turn. Can even Wild Growth. Oh, okay, he is going to Wild Growth. I'm not sure how vital it is to be on 8 mana next turn, but he's going to go for that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, it's how vital is it to put them on 25 instead of 26.
Right. Yeah.
Or to eat 2 more. So that makes sense. Just for you might as well.
Oh, Fungal Mancer is so good here. Because if Toastmaster wants to play around Spreading Plague, he buffs up the Fungal Enchanter and also Prince Kaliseth, then Spreading Plague happens, and if Toastmaster draws anything that heals him, then the Fungal Enchanter and both Light Wardens are value trading into Beetles. Scarabs. What are we calling them today? Beetles or Scarabs? I feel like we've gone with both.
Go with either. Scarab's a sort of beetle.
Okay. I will trust your worldly knowledge with that.
Just trust my guesses. You think I actually know things?
I think you know many things. I just don't think many of them are
bluffed, really. Okay, that's fair enough. It's a good call. Yeah, the reason I was talking about Spreading Plague so much is it's kind of the only way to put damage on other than swipe on these minions. But Malfurion can pick them off one at a time, but I don't think they have the time. Just so they have the armor, but you've got 12 from branching paths to come.
There you go. Monster goes down where I expected it to. Toastmaster gets 2 chances to draw something that heals him. Voodoo Doctors, Life Drinkers, another Fungal Enchanter. Yeah, there's quite a few targets in the deck.
Whew.
And it's going to be difficult for Terrence to justify not just casting Spreading Plague here. Malfurion isn't good enough. 5 armor plus 10 extra taunt damage, so say that's an extra 15 health.
Spreading Plague, do you take one of these out with your Hero Power Moonfire as well?
Yes. Had to think about that for a second, but yes, I think...
So now it's 4 minions versus 5, even though you're taking the damage. Got yourself a chance at branching paths for 12 next turn.
And not quite dead to Soulfire this way either.
So... yeah, just hanging on in there. So Toastmaster needs to pick up something pretty decent here. That's pretty decent,
I was talking about. But yeah, 4 damage to the face is not quite 6 damage to the face. However, paired with a Life Drinker or something, there's the Voodoo Doctor. So that trade into the Light Warden made a big difference here.
Next turn is swipe branching paths or Malfurion, depending how much damage they're looking down.
If he can at all help it, he will want to play the Malfurion. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, that was presumably a large part of the purpose of the ramp in the first place.
I don't know that that's going to be an option. Malfurion plus Hero Power plus Naturalize actually might do enough. Though we're getting into scary territory.
Yeah, when you're naturalizing Zoo.
Yeah, putting Soulfires into the hand. And,
you gave the 5 armor, but you're just giving them so much more sustain. And
we had a conversation last week about Zoolock and whether they should be running Doomguards or not. We agreed that they seem to be running Leroy's rather than Doomguards.
Yep.
This list is running double Doomguard, double Soulfire.
I like this. I like the UK suddenly.
Make your mind up.
I mean, yeah, we were saying that if you're going to top out at around 5, why aren't you playing the card that's really good on 5? And, I mean, we weren't talking to the UK players about it, we were just talking amongst ourselves here.
Yeah.
And it seems like they've gone with that. They are playing, I mean, a very, very aggressive lineup this week across the 9 decks.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's a factor. It's just a little bit more aggressive to get under those control decks, finish it off.
So Terrence can't play Malfurion Hero Power Naturalize. That's actually 10 mana, as it happens. I'm wondering if there's any way he can swipe. If he swipes the Kaliseth, that deals with 2 minions, but no.
Yeah, this Tar Creeper's really irritating.
I think Malfurion is safe this turn.
Okay.
If he wanted to get that down, though I'm not sure how much it actually helps him in the long run. Terrence needs to draw into the second Spreading Plague, really.
Which is rough. Okay, what have they found here?
Swipe play. Yeah. Okay, this is really nice. Leaves the 2 taunts on the board to trade with the 2 minions that United Kingdom have at the moment.
Fungal Enchanter.
Okay, that's a strong card.
Right now, yes, it is.
Putting the Fungal Mancer that's on the board out of range so that it can trade into a Scarab and survive, as it's a 3/3 thanks to Kaliseth. Also worth remembering that Soul Knight Chain Gang, they are 3/4s. There's 2 copies of a 3/4 with Taunt.
Even so, the USA's health total seems to be going up rather than down for the last few turns. That's how amazing Spreading Plague is, at least at stalling. Or how good Branching Path
Right,
is. More
and
to the point.
you're right, it's stalled very well, but has it stalled well enough? A second one maybe would.
Maybe, because there's less available buffs here for the United Kingdom.
Terrence needs Ultimate Infestation as soon as he can get it.
He needs so many things.
Like, the problem is, Ultimate Infestation is like a key card in coming back, but it can get too late to the point where the Ultimate Infestation can't come back anymore because it doesn't do enough to prevent immediate lethal. And I think this turn is sort of the last chance. Starfire plus Spellstone is not bad. Malfurion still isn't that bad either.
Yeah, Malfurion you can...
Yeah, Malfurion does protect him for now. He can armor up and also play the Spellstone to deal with the 4/4. That's about the best play he's got. But Terrence is just running out of cards. That's his biggest issue this
Yeah, that's
game.
incredible. I mean, I know Zoo has a hero power that draws you cards, but it tends to put those cards immediately on the board.
It's like I was saying, he needs to draw the Ultimate Infestation. Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and by sooner you mean this turn that's already gone.
I mean 2 turns ago, actually.
Yeah, even that soon, okay. That's very soon. Way too soon for Terrence to get it.
And the problem with Terrence's list now, like I said, it's very top-heavy. What happens if he now just draws Tyrantus?
Then he dies with the Tyrantus on the board.
Yeah, or in his hand, even.
Probably more likely. But sneaking Malfurion down. And allowing the opportunity to survive one more turn by making the poisonous.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Feels that he's got enough time to do this. And that's what I was going to say a minute ago, but something happened and I ended up not saying it, where basically you can armor up here and just effectively get rid of one of those minions for a while.
So the United Kingdom has 10 damage.
Okay.
And the United States have 20 health. So for now, Terrence is as stable as he can be. And so going with the poisonous makes sense because it's 2 guaranteed clears.
Yeah, and it's actually quite hard for the United Kingdom to get to those as well. So, a chance to soulfire the 2/4. But even then, what do you put in? They're just challenging so hard on board.
Does he even need to pay attention to these spiders? He could just go...
I mean, when you conclude you can't deal with them, then you can, just don't pay attention to them and hope they go away.
But I agree with soulfiring away the 2/4. I don't think there's that many reasons not to. He's going to draw a Doom God sooner or later, so better to get the hand discard cards out of the hand before drawing the cards that they actually want to discard.
And gave himself maximum control over that, discarding exactly the card he wanted to discard by leaving it as the only option. So, removing the RNG aspects from the game, always nice to see. And what can Terrence pick? Innovate.
That's not the one.
No.
That's not Ultimate Infestation. And even then, I haven't actually added it up yet, but Ultimate Infestation probably too late.
And that is Mr. King. He's way too late, though. TLK.
Yeah, making both of these trades. Hero power to gain armor. 10 damage on the board. Still not quite lethal.
But so many outs for the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Pick anything that does damage this turn, basically.
Not that. That deals damage to the board, not to the face. That deals damage.
That does.
That'll do it.
Yep. Bang on.
That'll do it. Life Drinker. This isn't the first time today that we've seen Life Drinker hit the board for lethal, not in a Shadow Walk deck. I feel like we've seen it in Mage this morning. Life Drinker showing that it's a powerful card across the board. And Toast Monster takes the second win for the United Kingdom. He doesn't look too happy about it.